Mahalo, everyone, for the invitation, and hello to all the students. So before I share my screen, I just wanted to share a little bit about my background and kind of what got me into the field. So I'm originally from Belgium. I've been in Maui since 2010, and I have been in love with all animal and nature stuff ever since I was a little tiny kid. And I pursued a field in biology. That was kind of my interest, and specifically in tropical biology. And then I taught high school. I was a climbing guide for a while. I worked on the boats out here on Maui. And then I started working as the education coordinator for the digital bus in 2014. And this program has been going on since 2004. So it's a pretty old program. And I think there's probably some of you guys that might have participated in our programs. And so I'm going to share my screen now and share with you guys a little bit about the digital bus. Okay, so this is the digital bus program. We are a mobile STEM and Ike Hawaii classrooms. There are two of them, one on Maui, which is this one, and one on Molokai. The one on Maui focuses a lot more on STEM. The one on Molokai focuses a lot more on Ike Hawaii. So the mission of the digital bus program is to encourage interest in science and technology among the underrepresented students, grades K through 12. So we do this by two things: having our state-of-the-art mobile learning platform, which I'm not actually in. This is just a trick. This is a virtual background, but this is the Maui digital bus, what it looks like. And we incorporate science, technology, and culture and do everything to align it to NGSS, to the next generation science standards. So my name is Dav. This is the Maui Bus. And then the Molokai bus is Ui. And I'll just really quickly touch base on the Molokai bus because it's still part of our program in a second. So our goals with the digital bus program is to provide this synergy, this integration between the Western scientific methodologies and the cultural ways of thinking for the students. So that's kind of the main goal. And by providing different ways students can learn, this is one of the ways we achieve this. Now, most of the time, the goal is to go outside, to be in the field. There's a lot of schools that just can't quite go on as many field trips as they would like. And so there's also a big part of our program that is going in schools and doing the in the field part right in their on their campus. For the past 2 years, it's been very, very, very different, like I'm sure a lot of you guys in education. And so most of the Maui programs have been done completely virtual. And we can talk more about that later if need be. So we develop problem-solving skills, student discussions, and connecting learning to their piko. So those are our main goals that we're trying to achieve here. So this is the Molokai bus, and I just wanted to really quickly say that the Molokai program runs very differently than the Maui program. So I'm going to be talking about our program here on Maui. So if you have more questions about Molokai, you can ask that later on. So the Maui bus, we named it ʻāina Ike, which means vehicle seeking knowledge. And this is our second bus. So we got this bus in 2016. It was a really big upgrade. The old one was falling apart. And the Maui bus runs in a couple of ways. So when we're not in a pandemic, we run single and multiple day campus and field-based projects. So the way that it works, I will go, or our staff will go into the classes and do presentations, and then we will take the students out to different field locations, wherever that may be, to run the field portion of their projects. So we'll see about 2,000 to 3,000 students every single year from August to June. And the big thing, and this is kind of the biggest thing for our program, is that everything that we do is completely free for the students. So if we go and work with Denby at the refuge in Waihee, we'll pay for all the school buses and all that kind of stuff. So we're really trying to make sure that these experiences can be had by the entire population, not just those that can afford it. And so that's really our biggest goal, I think, here. So for Maui, some of our curriculum, oh, why did it not pop up? Oh no, there it is, it's backwards. So some of our curriculum, for the little tiny guys, kindergarten through second grade, we focus on observations and kilo. And then as we go along in the NGSS standards, we'll look at adaptations, water quality, we'll do wetland projects, shark projects. That's one of my favorite, considering I really kind of focused in marine biology, native plants and animals, and then volcanoes, island formations. So there's a whole slew of different curriculum. Now, during the pandemic, all of this stuff had to go virtual. So until the social distancing guidelines are lifted, we're not allowed to have any students in the digital bus, which really sucks, because that's kind of, the main portion of our project. And when you can't kind of highlight this main portion, that's a bummer. But the virtual projects have worked out really, really well. We have 4 of them right now. And
2-minute warning.
From all of these different topics. So here are a couple of pictures of the keiki that are working with our projects. And obviously this is all before 2020. I would say about 80% of the students that we work with are middle school and younger, with a smaller percentage in the high school fields. So the main goal here really, and the main idea behind everything that we do, is to try to get the students to fall in love with the place. And through all of these connections that we can make, some of them, like maybe some of you guys, are really interested in the fields, like education in the environment or other fields that really have to deal with the environment. But a lot of the students that are going to go through our programs, they're going to end up being, doctors or nurses, or work in construction, or things that are not directly tied to conservation. But I think it's super, super important for them to still have this connection with the land, because the work of conservation and the work of environmental education goes beyond just all of our positions. It's really anybody that is living here, no matter your profession. If you have an understanding and a love and an appreciation for the land, you're going to work to try to do anything you can to protect it and to conserve it. So that's it. This is my contact information. If anybody wants to take a screenshot, you can. And we're actually working right now. So Alakaʻina, so Digital Bus has been transferred from Alakaʻina very recently to the Maui Economic Development Board. We still run the projects entirely the same way, but we are currently thinking about offering a summer internship program. So if that's something that you're interested in, contact me, and then we can talk more about it. That's it.
Awesome.
Mahalo nui.